Guys, ThatMuckGamer back here for another video. Guys, let me start this video off by saying that this is the cheapest way to do every single chemistry for the chemistry solos, to get the Antonio Brown, to get the Javion Clowney. Now, I did not include coaches and uniforms. Now, if a player on this, I'm going to show you, if it's too expensive, let's say a certain player, then you could probably replace them with uniform and coaches. I honestly forgot to do that. When I was creating this, I forgot to use uniform and coaches. But plain and simple, gold coaches are very nice for the more upper tier, like 3-4. And then elite coaches will help you with pick specialists and all those kind of elite chemistries. Now, when it comes to gold uniforms, they also have chemistries. So you can do this a little bit cheaper by looking at uniforms and coaches. But this is how you would complete each and every one by just using the players. Now, another thing I want to say before I start this is going to be, when I say this is under 100k or under 200k or whatever value I put for under whatever value, what I mean is after you get this done, sell those cards back and use those coins to be able to do the next one. And then the cycle continues. So I'm not saying buy these players and then keep them. Like, buy the players, sell them once you did the solos. Buy the next couple players. Keep doing it. So let's get started right away. We're going to start with, let's see, big hitter chemistry, which I believe, I will check real fast. I believe that is the first one. I'm going from the bottom to the top, by the way. So let's see. I'm just going to make sure, double check real fast. Yup, big hitter is number 1. All right, so big hitter. If we go down, this is what it would entitle. It costs 115k. And again, if you use coaches and uniforms, you could get this cheaper. But I'm saying with players, the cheapest way to get with players, these are all the cheapest to do with players. So if you can't find the coaches or on the auction block, or say the coaches and uniforms are jacked up in price for some reason, these are what it would cost with players. Big hitter, tier 2, as you can see. Let's go down here. This is tier 2, so you can complete both solos. Costs 115k. Next one we're going to look at is going to be Deep Defender. And this costs 54.3k. And once again, as you can see, the little 2 in the top right-hand corner means that is tier 2 chemistry. So all these players would get you a tier 2, and you can complete the solo for 54k. And again, uniforms and coaches might make it cheaper, but I'm looking at just players. Pick specialist is going to be next, and this is pick specialist. Again, 52k, and coaches and uniforms could make this cheaper, but I am not looking at that. I'm just saying that every single time, because I know I'm going to get a comment saying, well, you could do it cheaper if you had the uniform. I understand that, and some of these you do need uniforms. You can't do every single chemistry without uniforms or coaches, so I'm just going to tell you that now. Which one is next? We have Lockdown. I'm trying my best to make sure I don't miss any. And this is Lockdown. And let's go on to the next one. This is Coverage Linebacker. Now, this one is actually interesting because I'm thinking, for example, you do need a coach for this one. Because I put him down here and it let me get away with it and let me do the coverage linebacker, right? But I'm pretty sure if you have a player out of position, the chemistry doesn't count. Now, you can tell me this down below, guys, if this does work. If you put a linebacker right end, does he still have chemistry or does he not? I don't think he does. So if he doesn't, you will need the elite coach to complete this. So that is a one thing you will have to look at is if you can put him there, then that's great. But if you can't, you will need an elite coach. Edge Blitzer is right here. And there's just Edge Blitzer, only 40k. Some of these cost more than others, of course, for obvious reasons. But again, my opinion is if you start this with 200k, if you buy the cards and sell them back as you complete the solos, you should be able to get it all done. And less than I would say 150 would be my budget for how many coins it would cost to do the whole entire sets. Field General. There you go. That's about 34K. And some of these are all very cheap to do, in all honesty. They're not all just crazy amounts. Did I do tackle machine? Yeah, I did. Okay. So that means we are on edge setter, I believe. Yep, and there's edge setter. And again, I did all this research stuff through muthead.com. What I did was I just looked up the cheapest players at the chemistry, and that's how I'm able to find out what the cheapest players are. Again, I wish I could do coaches and stuff like that and uniforms, but they don't let you do coaches and uniforms on this site. They let you add a coach, but you can't add, it doesn't add any chemistry boost. It doesn't add any, thing like that. So, wait, did I just do pass rusher? I'm probably gonna, oh yeah, I did, okay. I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss one. So if I do show one twice, I am sorry. This is another example of you need a coach or uniform. So for example, if he does still have chemistry when he's moved to outside linebacker, then that's great, but I don't think he will be. Also, D-tackle, I don't think he will be. So you will, I would recommend moving him down here and using an elite coach or elite uniform to finish that chemistry. Again, sadly, we don't know. I don't know, sadly, if it does affect their chemistry. I'm not the best at chemistries. I don't know the best when it comes to what chemistries affect what. But I know some chemistries, it's kind of weird and janky with everything. But here is impact blocker. And again, if you can't use a certain chemistry or interior blocker, not impact. You can't use a certain chemistry, like if you don't have enough players for a certain chemistry, coaches and uniforms will help you get that chemistry. So we just looked at mobile. Now we have edge setter. Or edge protector. My bad. And now we have zone blocker. And if you guys are all wondering, the elite chemistries are just the chemistries that are like, these kind of chemistries, like the slot experts and the route runnings. Those are the elite chemistries. The base chemistries are just the normal ones, like, the 3-4 scheme and the West Coast, those kind of schemes. All right, now we have route runner. And again, 150K, I'd say, is probably a baseline on how much you could do this whole entire solo challenge with. And I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if you get coins for doing the solos, but definitely you'll make your coins back once you're able to sell all the players. So once you're able to sell everybody, you will make your coins back. And once again, I think we did this one twice. So that means one bruising back. And once you be when you get the Antonio Brown / Davion Clowney, you can probably sell them for both 400K. You make 800K back, and you'll easily make your coins. But my point of view is just that I would go in with 150 to 200K just to be safe, and you should be pretty decent. Hopefully no one racks up the prices. That's the most annoying thing, is when people rack up the prices of cards. Like, don't be that guy to rack up a price. I get it. You want to make as much coins as you can off a card. But no one likes people who just rack up the price. What I mean by that, of course, is if the card sells for 20K and you're like, oh, I have the only card, don't put the card up for 70K. You know it's not worth 70K, so why are you putting it up for 70K? Put it up for 25 at the most, because it sells for 20K. Like, that's my point of view when I'm talking about that. Don't try to impact the prices of cards just because you have maybe the only one up. Doesn't help anybody. Might help you out, but I mean, you don't want to be that guy just to help yourself out. Kind of cocky. And 3-4 is the exact same thing. You need a coach or uniform to finish this. You need, I believe, 8 players to I think it's 8 players you need. And Morgan Burnett, you can put him right here for a 3-4. I forgot to put him in. And then you just need a coach or uniform, and you should be able to complete 3-4 scheme. And now our last 7 chemistries we have are going to be the power run scheme. We have the zone run scheme. And of course, these I don't think it's these. Certain ones of these you actually do not. West Coast, you only need tier 1. So, like right now we need tier 2, and the whole video we needed tier 2. For vertical we need tier 2, but this is the last tier 2 solos you need. So for example, all of these are all tier 1. So this is tier 1. You don't need a tier 2. I actually didn't realize that until I went in the solo challenge. You do not need a tier 2 for any of the rest of these. So these are all tier 1s, and these are all very cheap to do. So if you guys all wondering, no, you do not need tier 2. If you're trying to get tier 2 and you're like, why can't I get tier 2? It's because you don't need tier 2 for these. And then we have base balanced offense, and that's this. And then we have base passed offense. And then the next one we're going to have is going to be the last one, which is base rush offense. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully this did help you out. And if it did, make sure you share this video with a friend. If anyone's struggling with completing the chemistry solos, definitely share this video with them. Other than that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, you hit that like button. And if you like to, make sure you enter the GOAT list down below in the description. GOAT list. When you enter the GOAT list, you enter it into giveaways for Xbox One and PS4 cards every single month. Whatever the biggest promo is, I'll give away a card. For example, I'm gonna try to give away a Legend Thanksgiving card for PS4 and Xbox One this month. Next month would be a December Christmas card giveaway. Then Super Bowl, then probably draft promo, whatever the promo is that month, I will be giving away a card for that on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. So if you enter the GOAT list now, you automatically enter in all those types of great stuff. Plus you get some other great rewards you can check out on the website for entering and joining the GOAT list. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. So thank you so much for watching. Please, once again, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.